Hello everyone, welcome here on my channel, and I am so excited today because it is that time of the year where I will start decorating my home for Christmas. And my background is a mess because I started clearing this living area and push everything on the side. That way I will have enough space to decorate around my Christmas tree. And as you can see, my Christmas tree is already up and I have fluff and add some more lights yesterday, which took me more than half the day just to install the lights alone. So if you guys are new here on my channel and curious how I install my lights on the tree, I have done a video and included that on my Christmas decorations last year. So I will share the link on my description area if you guys are interested and just in case you want to watch them. But anyway, this tree came with the sparks of light, and those are the blinking ones that you see. And then the lights that I added, I programmed it permanent or steady lights. And just by combining both of them, I think the lights alone already is making a great impact. And in regards to the base, I am using one of the old patio set that I used to have, which has this removable cushion on top. And what I like about this is that it does not occupy a lot of space. It can hide those unsightly stand that the tree have, as well as the extension cords. And also this is just plain and simple, that I feel that it won't clash whatever I decorate on my tree, as well as it has that move-in style that gives a natural effect. I have no intention of changing my tree topper, but when we went to Ross, I saw this beautiful, simple angel that's made out of apaca. And proud to say, this is one of our expert quality that is made from the Philippines. This angel is really not meant for a tree topper, but that's what I'm envisioning. And since I still love my old star, which is made out of capis, and envisioning that an angel holding the star, I will be attaching this using a floral wire, and I will wrap this around the angel. When I was installing the lights on my tree, I intentionally left some extra strands on the top because my plan is to insert this inside the angel, and maybe this will help brighten it up. And to secure this, I will be using some floral wires, and I will be kneading this inside the angel and tie it around the branches. And I will be doing this both sides as well as the front and back of the angel. And right now it does not look good, but I will be covering this with the picks and stems that I will be adding later on the tree. Next thing I want to place is this fake oranges that I bought from Amazon, and I've been wanting to incorporate oranges for a very long time, and now this is that year that I will be doing it. So I bought 10 stems of this, and I will just strategically spread this around the Christmas tree. And my plan is to spread those stems that has the oranges, and the way I will be doing that is use those wired pine needles and wrap it around each of the stems. Next thing I want to place is this old stems that I have that has the white berries and some snowflakes on the leaves. And of course, I should not forget the other side of the tree, because this will be positioned where the back of the tree will be seen from the entryway. When it comes to placing the stamps, I don't just stick it in the tree and do nothing. What I like to do is spread it well and make sure it's well mixed with the Christmas tree. That way it's gonna look like as if it has always been there when you bought the tree. To add more color and texture, I will be adding this champagne color stamp that I already have, and again, I will be mixing it well in the Christmas tree. When placing the ornaments, I start from inside the tree going out from the branches. Mostly I start with the plain ones, and as I go out from the branches, that's the time I start using the more intricate and delicate ones. And if I see some big spaces, that's the time I use my bigger ornaments. Then I will be adding some pine cones just to add some natural effect, and I will be placing this in different branches with different numbers such as 3s, 2s, 1, and some will be placed upside down just to have that natural look. Another thing that I want to add on my Christmas tree are this family picture that I have kept for a long time. I have printed and framed this into a burgundy frame as well as silver frame, and I'm sure once I hang this, it will bring back so many memories, and this was even dated 2017. And as always, every year I use some ribbons, and I will just do a simple square knot. This is a moss green velvet ribbon, which is a 3/8 inch in size, and I will just cut this into the desired size. The length of the ribbon that I did this year is shorter on the top, and as I go down from the tree, it gets longer. And finally, I will be adding another natural element, which is the cinnamon sticks. And what I will be doing is just tie this with the satin ribbon that I already have, and I will not be gluing this. That way I can reuse this for the next holiday season in a different way or style or form. And to make it easier to turn on and off the lights, I am using these smart plugs that I've been using for about 4 years now. This is connected to my Google speaker and through my phone, so I can control this via command or through the phone. Okay, everyone. So I am going to start decorating my fireplace mantle. And after this, I want to finish the rest of my living space. That way, at least I have one space in my home that's already done. So at first I was debating between, do I put my garland into a symmetry or just focus on the center? And in the end, after a few days of thinking how I will decorate my fireplace mantle, I decided to do like one side wavy form, and then the rest of the garland will be cascading or dropping on the floor, or at least half of the fireplace mantle. To secure my garland, I will be using this Christmas garland hanger, which is a life changer compared to the 3M hooks that I've been using from the previous years. The hangers can be bought in different colors such as the red, white, and green, and I chose the green one because the garland is green and it can be camouflaged underneath my garland. And to make this fuller, I will be adding another garland that has a different style. This one has a snowy effect with the fake pine cones. So this is how I want my garland to be placed, and all I need to do now is just put them together with this floral wire. I've been using different types of floral wires when it comes to decorating for Christmas. It's so handy and I cannot see myself without it. So right now I'm just spreading the lights, locating where the center is before I position it on my garland. And one thing about this, on the review when I bought this, a lot of people are complaining that this tangled very fast, which I think it's true, but so far I don't have any problems with it. I found out that all you have to do is just be very careful or have a little patience in spreading them out. And I even put this back on their original packaging after the holiday season last year, and then now I'm using it again. What I like about this is that this one came with the remote, and it has that 8 ways to program your lights. You can dim it or brighten it depending on how you like your lights to be programmed. And also this came with a thin wire that once you incorporate this on your Christmas tree or even in the garland, it will camouflage by itself, and you don't have to use any extra wiring to support this because this one can be bent and then position it the way you want. Right now, I'm just leaving the lights on because I want to make sure that I'm placing the lights underneath and around, not just the top of the garland. Then I will be turning this off so I won't get blinded with the brightness of these lights before I add the other decorations that I want to incorporate on this garland. Then to add more texture, I will be adding some stems, the same thing that I added on the Christmas tree. And again, I will be adding some natural elements just like what I did on my Christmas tree. Since they are beside each other, I want them to complement. That's why I'm adding again the pine cones, the cinnamon sticks, and this time I will be adding a dried sliced oranges. I dried these oranges a couple of months ago where I just experimented, so I apologize in advance if I was not able to take a video of how I did this. Anyways, the way I dry these oranges, I just preheat the oven for about 200 to 250 degrees Fahrenheit, then cut the oranges into thin slices and pat it dry with a paper towel. Lay it on the baking sheet and bake it for about 2 to 3 hours. And while this is baking, you have to flip the oranges at least every hour. Then once you notice it's dry and crispy, put it out from the oven and let it cool down. Now, in regards to the cinnamon sticks, instead of wrapping this with a satin or silk ribbon that I used on my Christmas tree, I just used this regular thread that I have it on stash for a long time. And I think there's a proper way to call this because we use this to level one of the retaining walls when we did our backyard. But anyway, the reason for that is because I want this to complement with the natural look that I want to achieve here on my garland. And for the final touch for the garland, I will just be adding this 1-inch velvet ribbon, which is a moss green. Then I will just make a simple large ribbon and cut the ends into fishtails. Okay, so since I'm working like a nature look here on my fireplace mantle, there's a blank space on this side, or that's what I feel. There's a blank space on this side. My mantle is kind of dark, so I just spread around the moss that I already have just to lighten it up. And then now I just want to add some height on this side, but not too high because I have my television here, so I don't want anything blocking in there. So looking on all my Christmas decorations, I found my simple white Holy Family, and I think this will go with my decoration or whatever is going on here on my fireplace mantle. And the last thing I need to do is just hang our stockings that we've been using for a few years now. And each of the stockings will have our name that is carved in wood. For the coffee table, I want to place one of our charcuterie board and place it here on the center. And I'm imagining to use one of or four of the houses that I bought from Target a long time ago. This is not the glazed one, it's just a plain one. And you can place a candle in there. And I will be using them a line here on the center. And by the way, one of the window is broken, but it's okay. I love the rustic look anyways. So I will be placing that there. Okay, so far this is how it looks, but it looks so plain for me, and plus you can see the wiring on the lights. So what I will be doing is cover this with the moss that I already have, and I will just placing it on top of the or around the houses. Okay, so this already looks so good and it's just making me so happy right now. but I want to add more on this decoration. So I have this bottle brush trees that I bought from Hobby Lobby a long time ago, and I will be incorporating that and put it around the houses. For the side table, I will be placing one of my white vases and placing cedar branches that I bought from last year. Then I will be adding the stems that has the white berries, the same thing that I place on the Christmas tree. And for the final touch, I will just be adding this velvet ribbon. And finally, I just need to clean the area and putting back the decorative pillow that I've been using, which is the white and the dark brown. Also, I'm gonna add this off-white throw blanket that I bought on clearance from Target. Okay, everyone, every year my goal is just to use majority of the Christmas decoration that I already have and just add new few things. And also I try to divert myself away from the trend and just do my own style. It's a little bit challenging because I want the entire decoration to look something different, and I'm proud and happy to say that I think I'm able to achieve that. It's also exciting to be able to discover things that I forgot that I already have, and it's been hiding in the storage bin for a very long time. Just like the family pictures that I printed and framed and make it as a Christmas ornament. And now that I hang it on our tree, it's just so precious. And in regards to the dried oranges, I don't even understand why I waited for a long time, even though I've always wanted this incorporated on my Christmas decoration. Anyways, using all of these natural elements such as the pine cones, the cinnamon sticks, as well as the dried sliced oranges, and combining them all, embracing the imperfection, they all look so amazing. And I wish you are here to be able to smell this because they all smell so good. And I hope this will last until after the holidays. But anyways, I still have other decoration that I need to do or I want to do here in my home. So for everyone out there, hopefully you are enjoying watching this Christmas decoration. And if you guys have not done any of your holiday season decoration, hopefully I gave you some inspiration. So again, I will see you on the next one for more Christmas decoration here in my home. Bye!